Now, what started with a curiosity for content creation has evolved into a career for beauty entrepreneur Toni Bravo. Today, she's known as the CEO of Blush, using her platform to champion inclusivity for all skin tones. California Live correspondent Laila Muhammad sat down with the Long Beach native at her LA home to go behind the blue check mark.
If Toni Bravo had to describe the last 6 years of her life in one word, it would be evolution.
It's felt like many different lives, but in all the best possible ways. Truly, I think I've learned so much from every little bit.
Long before she became known online, Toni was fascinated by the idea of creating content.
It started very early. Like everybody else, I was 9 on my phone, on my computer, and always consuming YouTube videos.
She studied film in college with dreams of writing and producing until the pandemic changed her path.
I grew up Long Beach, California, roller skating, massive. And I had already been roller skating before the pandemic. I just was sent back home. So I had a lot of time on my hands, and I just started skating with my friends, and we all were recording each other, mainly for growth and progress purposes. And then we had so much footage that I just started kind of cutting it up and posting it with music and sounds, and people really liked it.
Then one roller skating video took off, leading to her first brand campaigns with Calvin Klein and Wrangler.
When did you make the transition into the beauty space and doing content creation for beauty?
I just graduated college, and I randomly applied to a beauty job, and I got the job, and I had all of this makeup left over, and I didn't really know what to do with it. I wasn't really a makeup wearer at the time, and I figured if I'm curious about how this looks or how to use this, maybe other people are as well. And so I set up my camera in my Mazda in the CVS parking lot, and I was like, you know, I'm a girl with a dream and a purple blush. I'm kind of afraid, but I filmed it.
That purple blush video went viral, introducing Toni to millions of people and changing the trajectory of her career.
I think whenever you step into makeup again, or for the first time, color and complexion are two of the most challenging parts. And for me, I wasn't really, complexion was like up there, but color was really scary. So naturally I was like, start there. I wasn't claiming to be perfect, and I wasn't claiming to be a professional, and I think people really enjoyed that. There was just really an honesty in, you know, trying it for the first time, being very curious and not being afraid of the curiosity.
The momentum kept building.
How early did you realize that this could be a career?
I was still understanding the landscape as a creator, but also as a consumer. So I really had no clue until I was really studying it on the back end and also receiving offers after posting as consistently as I did. So I would say a few months in.
How did you start to realize your value and what you should be charging for posts, or which deals to align yourself with?
My very first handful of brand deals came when I was skating, and in that world, all of those people, all the people I was skating with, they were all my friends. So we all would share numbers.
Today, with more than 1 million followers across social media, she's known as the CEO of Blush.
It's cute. I honestly, Blush has always been a part and will always be a part of my beauty story, so I will take that any day. My makeup is never complete without a blush moment, even if it's very little.
She even turned that passion into a blush collaboration.
I was able to create 2 lovely shades with Tower 28, and 2 shades that really, I think, speak to the vibrancy that Blush has added into my life, leaning into a beautiful coral orange, a bright poppy raspberry.
Along the way, Toni's platform has also helped push the beauty industry toward more inclusive products.
Color in all of this is something that I think has been really interesting to play around with in regards to inclusivity, diversity, and shade ranges. So I think it's spearheaded so many amazing, beautiful conversations that I've been able to be a part of, resulting in better products.
So take us through a day in the life of Toni Bravo. What does that look like?
It's a little different every day. I do have a certain set of things. We have deadlines and campaigns, but typically for organic content, I kind of wake up and allow myself to feel out what I'm interested in making that day, because those always come out so much better when I'm actually genuinely curious about it that day. I like to spend the first hour of my day screenless, So that's been something that's really helpful.
And while blush put her on the map, Toni says beauty is just the beginning.
I think beauty is a through line in everything. There is so much trust that I have in myself in regards to following what creatively fuels me, whether that be home, whether that be, TV, film, fashion, food, whatever that might be. I'm excited to see where future me takes that.
For aspiring creators, her advice is simple.
If you can create content that you believe in and you allow other people to believe in, it allows you to expand so much more and so much easier. When you're first starting out, consistency is a lot easier when you are maintaining some kind of a rhythm. And sometimes that looks a little monotonous. At first it looks a little like, you're doing a lot of the same thing, but I do think it's important to set some roots as long as you're enjoying what you're doing. If you don't like it, change it.